Okay, I'm just going to do a quick update and a quick question of the day. It's been really busy since I've been back from holiday, so I haven't been able to do as many videos as what I'd originally planned. I have cut up another 2 frames. There was a Cannondale Super 6 Evo 2017 model, which I actually did a quick video showing how I cut that up, and I've also cut up a specialised Roubaix, which is I think 2014 model, so a relatively new one. But I haven't had a chance to actually, do the video or even have a close look at those bikes since I cut them up. So, I had all these other jobs come through. So, I'll get to those when I can. But the question of the day is by a guy, Tom Holden. Is there any chance the delaminations and voids you showed us are actually caused by sawing of the frame itself? And there was another question on that. Another guy said, I was about to ask the exact same question. So here's the answer. The answer is, the way I cut the frames, no, I'm not putting delaminations and voids in the bike. So it is possible to put a delamination into a bike, and we see it a lot actually with fork steerers and integrated seat posts, ISP, if they need to be cut to length. If people using a hacksaw with a conventional metal blade, and if they're forcing it a bit, you'll create delaminations. But by using a rotary tool with a thin diamond blade, letting the blade do the cutting, almost no force, high cutting speed, you're not going to put a delamination into the laminate. With a void is an air bubble that's created either before or during the cure. So after the part is cured, you cannot put a void into a part. So it's like an air bubble in concrete, and resin is it's a similar sort of mechanism in curing, well, effectively. If concrete's got an air bubble in it, cutting a hole in it, or cutting it up is not going to it's not going to change that. So that's where these cutting up videos are useful to show you these typical planar voids. I mean, we find them ultrasonically, and but visually people can't see that off the ultrasound scan. So cutting them up, you can see them with the eye visually. So it's a good representation. So you can, with poor technique, you can delaminate with cutting. With poor technique, you can't put a void in something that's in resin that's cured. So, so I hope that answers the question. On techniques, it is an interesting thing, because as I said before, we do see a lot of damage by poor cutting technique. So good cutting technique, you're not going to have a problem. So there were quite a few comments on the tail end of that question. He said, it kind of annoys me that this guy badmouths the bikes that we love, and maybe bikes do not have to meet airplane standards because we only weigh 65 to 90 kilos and don't jump any gaps on our bikes. And also goes on to say, you replace bikes, every 3 years or whatever. Look, that's all well and good, but I think you should always aim to make something the best you can possibly make it. And I don't know. It's not bad mouthing the bikes that we love. I'm just reporting what I find. You know, we see bikes fail because of these flaws, and we see people get hurt, and people have even been killed because of these flaws. In the aerospace industry, they've identified that these manufacturing flaws can be significant and are dangerous to people, so it's regulated. Simple as that. So, yeah. So I'm sorry if I annoyed you by trying to make people or protect people's health or life and enjoyment of cycling. I don't enjoy personally getting crashing on my bike, specifically if it's something that I can control, as in the quality of the bike. I've got a say in that. It's not an accident. Yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for the question though, Tom. I really appreciate that. And yeah, it was a good question. So all the best. Keep asking questions and I'll try and answer them. Okay. Have a great day. See ya.